Hi, Mackenzie. I'm not going to bed yet. I just wanted to make you a video to say goodnight. Cause hang on for a minute. Yeah, sorry about that. I just had to close the door, check on something. Yeah, I just wanted to say goodnight to you. Cause I don't know. I'm feeling kind of tired now. I don't really know when I'm actually gonna go to bed. Probably soon, I would imagine. Um, it's like going on 11:30 now. So I don't even know why I'm even tired. To tell you the truth. I mean, it's not like I had some action filled day today. I was just kind of enjoying myself. I mean, like I made you that video when I was in the park earlier. I was just, I don't know, walking around and you know just enjoying myself really. So um, I mean, I'm sure you're doing something, right? I don't know. I don't even know. I mean, I don't even know where you live. Yeah, 16 and a half, like 17 years old. What was I doing? I mean, but the like, well, I mean, I used to come down to Buffalo. I didn't live actually in the city of Buffalo, but I had friends in Buffalo, so I used to like, kind of come down. I don't know if you know where Lovejoy is. Like, I knew a couple. Well, Kaisertown, Lovejoy, both places. But yeah, I used to come down. I not, like not all the time. I mean, I obviously I had friends in my neighborhood that I went to school with, but I mean, I know what it's like to live. I mean, where I lived in Lancaster was a village, so it's not like it was out near like Alden. Like it wasn't really the country part of Lancaster. It was more towards, where people actually lived. Um, but yeah, I mean, as you go east towards like Alden, that's when you start to get out like in um like no man's land. So I don't know where you live, really. I don't. Um, so I don't really know what you would be doing. I would assume you live in like some kind of rural, like country area. So hang on for a minute. Man, it's just I'm constantly just, you know, man. I don't know what it is. It's crazy. Um, but yeah, I don't even know what it is. Like I don't even know why my nose itches all like that. I don't even know why. Wow. But yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what I was even talking about. Um, when I was 17. Um, yeah, I mean I used to come down to Lovejoy, which isn't really where I'm at now, but obviously, um, but I'm saying even like the vicinity, it's like Lovejoy is probably like I would say like 5 or 6 miles away from here. I think that's pretty fair to say that. Um, Kaiserstown's obviously closer. I mean, Kaiserstown's like probably more or less like maybe 3 miles away from here. At least at least the part where I was, where I knew people. Um, so yeah, I mean, I made friends like really really easy because, I mean, I was just basically who I was in front of everybody. I wasn't like, you know, different around different people, and some people are like that. It's just I don't know. It's just some people are like that. Like they'll hang out with one group and they're a certain way, and then they'll kind of like float over to a certain other group of people, and then there'll be a certain it's just yeah, I wasn't like that. I was just basically who I was with everyone. So yeah, I mean, I don't know whether that's good or bad or whatever. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I'm just talking. I don't even know. But yeah, when I was 17, I don't know. I used to do stuff like that, just hang out with people and whatever. I mean, I made friends really, really easy, and yeah, that's what I was trying to say. That's probably why I made friends easy, because I wasn't really trying to, kind of appease. Like, I wasn't really trying to fit in. I mean, if I didn't fit in somewhere, I just went somewhere else. I mean, you know, so I mean, and that's what, like, it didn't, like, people were pretty much accepting of me. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Um, I can't really remember. I mean, sure, there was people that we didn't really mesh. Of course, I mean, it's all part of life. You can't get along with everybody. Not everybody's gonna accept you, But most people did, actually. I mean, I never really, and I've gone to different types of schools. Like, I've gone to city schools. I've gone to, um, obviously Lancaster. I've been to, different types of schools, and different, like, what I mean is, like, different locations, different neighborhoods. And I pretty much, got along with everyone. Even like when I first met people, they, and we didn't get along, we ended up getting along. Um, so yeah, I mean, I always made friends, like, really, really quick. And, because I don't talk behind people's backs. I don't talk behind people's backs. I don't rob people. I don't, you know, I'm not gonna sit there and try to steal somebody's girlfriend, or, do some lame duck stuff like that, or, you know, like, I don't know, like, people, obviously people had to get to know me, but I mean, even nowadays, people, I don't know what it is, but people trust me, like, really, really easily. And because I don't know, I guess I don't know. I'm not saying everybody does, but a lot of people do. And, like, still to this day. So, but that's just kind of, the way it was even when I was younger. Like, people, like, trusted me. And then that's kind of why I just kind of, fit in basically everywhere I went. And I think that maybe that was part of the reason, you know? So, and I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that I was who I was. I wasn't throwing off, like, some vibes. I mean, people aren't stupid. People can tell when you're basically trying to be somebody or not. And when, when you're around people and you're not really being who you are, people pick up on that. And, people can't trust, people who aren't really being themselves. And I'm not saying that, there's nothing wrong. I mean, being self-conscious, obviously there's something wrong with that, but I mean, it's all part of really who we are. I mean, nobody's completely comfortable. I mean, obviously it doesn't have to be that way, but it's just, you know, I'm not sitting here saying I didn't have my insecurities. Of course I did. But, I was pretty much, like, always who I was in front of, it didn't matter who. So I didn't put on a show for people. And if I didn't want to do something, I used my head. If people were doing something and I didn't want to do it, I didn't do it. I didn't really let people talk me into too much. I mean, yeah, sure, I've gotten pressured into stuff, but really, honestly, only like once or twice that I can really remember. Actually, only once. I mean, maybe there was little things here and there, like, as I go further, like, further back when I was even younger than that. But um, even, like, when I was in, like, middle school and before that, like, you know, I was always, like, pretty much who I was, and I didn't really let people pressure me. So I guess maybe people, respected that. So, I maybe, like, it kind of, like, conjured up some sort of, like, trust. Like, people basically picked up on the fact that I was just being who I was, and I didn't give in to anybody's pressure, like, to try to do something or whatever. And people just, I don't know if they liked me or not, but they at least respected me for it. And, I guess trust kind of came along with it. So, yeah, I mean, people really, like, trusted me really quick. So, I'm not saying I was perfect. I'm not saying I was a perfect person. I was not a perfect person, but, people definitely did trust me. And, you know so Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I basically just kind of came down to, you know, Buffalo once in a while, not too often, but once in a while. I mean, usually I stayed in my neighborhood, um, because I had a certain group of people who I hang out. This is before I moved, to South Buffalo with my mother. I basically just kind of hung out with people who I went to school with, and um, that was pretty fun. That was definitely fun. Um, yeah. So, yup. hmm And then what else? Yeah, like when I was even younger than that. I mean, when I was in middle school, I don't know if I told you this on Facebook. I don't know. Like even on Facebook, I used to write paragraphs. Like remember those mile long paragraphs? And once in a while, I would delete them because I just reread it and I'd be like, "What am I talking about?" Because I mean, even on Facebook, I would try to find something to talk about, and sometimes I just start talking about stupid stuff. But yeah, I remember in middle school, um, we me and my friends used to like have BB gun wars, um, and just like run around and shoot each other with BBs. I think I have a scar on my. I think I still have a scar on my elbow from like I think I got shot in my elbow or something, and I don't know if it's a scar from that or something else, but it's been there forever, and like right around that time, kind of sort of. I think it's been. I mean, it's been there since I was a kid, so I mean, it must have been something. But yeah, we used to run around and just like shoot, like the little CO2 cartridges, like the little handgun beat. Like I'm not talking about some rifle or anything like that. Just like a little handgun. They sold them at Kmart for like $20. Um, you know. So, yep. So, yep. So we just used to, run around and just shoot each other with BBs. I don't know. I mean, it's not. It wasn't really my idea, but I was there, so I mean, why not? What am I gonna do? Just sit there and be bored when everybody else is shooting each other with BBs? I mean, So I just kind of joined in. I mean, that was only like once or twice. It's not like we did it all the time, but you know. Yep. So I'm just trying to find stuff to talk about. I'm just kind of, I don't know. Yep. Trying to think what else. Yeah. I don't even know. So I guess I'm done talking. I don't know. So I guess I hope you have a nice night tonight. Enjoy yourself. Um I love you. Um I guess that's all I really have to say. So I guess I'm gonna end it here. Um Trying to think if there's anything else. Oh man. Can't think of anything. So enjoy yourself. I love you. That's it. I'll see you tomorrow.